For many decades, there have been great gaming franchises ranging from Gears of War and Halo to Call of Duty and, of course, the Battlefield franchise. But one thing that, of course, has defined all these games is the weapons. Some are great, some are annoying, some aren't really that useful, but it's some of the greats that we will be covering in this list. In this list, we will be looking at, in my opinion, what is the 10 greatest gaming weapons of all time, ranging from a wide variety of factions, titles, franchises, that sort of thing. So, let's get started. For my number 10 entry, we have the chain gun, aka Sasha from Team Fortress 2. Now this is pretty much the most dangerous weapon in Team Fortress 2. So yeah, you don't really want to go near this. I've played Team Fortress 2 a lot, and I know from experience that this is definitely the one gun you don't want to be near, because as we all know from most games, being near a chain gun is never near fun, and of course being a standard in Team Fortress 2, you definitely don't want to be near this gun. At number 9, we have the gravity gun. Now of course, for most players of Half-Life 2, this is one of the main guns in the game. It comes in very handy, removing any sorts of objects and just turning them immediately into weapons. It's the same kind of story with Gmod, because of course this gun is in the game as well, so you can have quite a good play around with that. And it definitely can be quite a devastating weapon if you get your hands on the right sort of object. Coming in at number 8, we have another all-time classic, this time from the Call of Duty franchise. It is, of course, the ray gun. The ray gun is definitely one of the main guns used in Nazi zombies, and in other forms of zombies as well. It's the only gun, I think, to appear in all three Treyarch titles: World at War, Black Ops, Black Ops 2, and it will inevitably return for Black Ops 3, of course. The ray gun is definitely the one gun you definitely want to be using against zombies, because it's powerful, it's compact, and well, that kind of sums up really. Coming in at number 7 on this list, we have one of my personal favourite weapons on this list, the Hidden Blade from Assassin's Creed. Now while there are many powerful weapons like say the chain gun, well the minigun in Team Fortress 2 and the ray gun, sometimes it's the stealthy weapons that are the best, and the silent weapons as well. The Hidden Blade is one that can be retracted quickly out of the hands, and you can easily incapacitate, well, I say incapacitate, I mean eliminate your opponent stealthily, quietly, and you can do this for multiple opponents in a row. So yeah, the Hidden Blade is definitely a deadly weapon, and of course with the assassins, it's definitely a must-have. The weapon that takes the number 6 place on this list is the, bear with me a second, it's the Overwatch Standard Issue Pulse Rifle. That's quite a long name, and it's the second gun from Half-Life 2 on this list. The first, of course, being the gravity gun. Now this has two purposes. The first, of course, is that it's technically a automatic assault. It's a blah, 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 getting all my words wrong. It's an assault rifle, and then it has of course, a pulse rifle in it. So basically, you just shoot a pulse grenade or something like that, and it can vaporize opponents instantly. So it's definitely a powerful weapon in the Half-Life 2, and of course, being a Garry's mod, I have experience with this weapon as well. Coming in at number 5, we have another Assassin's Creed weapon, the Apple of Eden. Now, while the Hidden Blade is the main weapon of choice for the assassin, the Apple of Eden is definitely the most deadly in the Assassin's Creed universe. Basically what this allows you to do is basically brainwash your enemies into thinking you're basically their god. No, I'm not. I'm not making this up. In Assassin's Creed 2, Ezio uses the apple for just that. So it is definitely a very dangerous weapon. And if you are near the apple region and you're not using it, I think you might have basically had it. Coming in at number 4, we have the portal gun. Now, in my opinion, the portal gun is one of the best in-game mechanics around. It's basically just a great weapon because it allows you to it allows you to manipulate the environment around you, and basically you can either A, move yourself around so you can do sneak attacks or things like that. B, you can move objects around by using the portals, or C, you can actually manipulate your enemies to following you through a portal, and then you can pull off some crazy shenanigans. So yeah, I think it's one of the best gaming weapon mechanics, and this is why it's number 4 on this list. Taking the bronze place, aka number 3 on this list, is probably my personal favourite gun on this list, and that is the BFG. Basically this is the soul heart of the Doom weapons. Throughout its franchise, the BFG has always been pretty much the main weapon and the most powerful, unless you mod the game. Yeah, basically it's a staple of any Doom game. So yeah, it's been in Doom 1, of course. It's been in every Doom iteration. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with this gun in Doom 4. Well, sorry, Doom, they're now calling it, next year. So it'll be interesting to see which direction the BFG goes. Coming in at number 2 on this list, we have the Golden Gun. The Golden Gun, of course, for a lot of people is one of the most iconic weapons in all of gaming, especially thanks to the game GoldenEye. Now, I will admit I have never played GoldenEye. That's probably one of the biggest games that I've missed. But I did get a chance to use the Golden Gun in another Bond game, Nightfire, on PlayStation 2. Similar mechanics. It's got insta-kill as well. But the Golden Gun has appeared in many games. It's been in From Russia with Love, obviously GoldenEye, Nightfire, and it's just basically the staple of the James Bond games. And yeah, with an insta-kill, one bullet shot, it's definitely the most powerful of them all. And coming in at number 1 on this list, what I think is the greatest gaming weapon of all time is basically a freaking nuclear rocket launcher. And that is, of course, the experimental MIRV from Fallout 3. Now, Fallout 3, I do admit, I never played. I am definitely looking forward to getting Fallout 4 though, so I will definitely be getting that. And I'm doing a little bit of research in the Fallout 3 story as we speak. But yeah, this gun is basically a freaking rocket. This basically is a nuclear rocket launcher. So basically you just carry a bunch of mini nukes, load it in this, fire it, and then you can absolutely obliterate whoever you're facing in Fallout. It is definitely a very powerful weapon, and I would like to use this in any game. Well, maybe not in Assassin's Creed, but yeah, this definitely would be one weapon which I definitely could use in any video game. So anyway, there was my top 10 of my what I think are the 10 greatest gaming weapons of all time. There are some more honourable mentions, of course. There's the Energy Sword from Halo. There's the Master Sword from Legend of Zelda, and there's probably a couple of others. But anyway, that's what I think is the 10 best gaming weapons. Tell me in the comments what you think, in your opinion, is the greatest gaming weapon. I'll be interested to see what you guys think. So anyway, there was my top 10 gaming weapons, and this edition of Culture Blast. If you enjoyed this video, then please make sure to check my channel. To check out my channel. If you want to see some of my other Culture Blasts, and also be free to subscribe to my channel to know when my newest content is coming out. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and this is Mr. King Liam saying goodbye, YouTube.